Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mad Mike, and once again, we welcome you to the Mid-Week War. And as you can see, we're about to talk TNA Impact's special event, quote unquote, Turning Point. With me, as always, is the man who actually likes Impact, masochist Antonio Garza. How are you, sir?
Hey, Mike, I'm doing good. I actually do like Impact. I guess I don't know. I don't know what it is.
For those of you who are wondering, yes, Garza is into wrestling sadomasochism, and his safe word is Mantar. Okay.
This is not like Heidenreich or something I can misspell.
No one's safe word is Heidenreich. Nobody's safe word is Heidenreich.
I thought Michael Cole's word was Heidenreich.
Oh, Michael Cole's safe word is vintage. That either that or coal mine, one or the other.
He likes to stay safe.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So Garza, we have another TNA pay-per-view-ish type of thing. What was your one word for turning point?
My one word's gonna be werewolf.
All right. My one word, as you can kind of tell from my lower third here, is pointless. Pointless. All right. That's not to say that it was a horrible show, but Jesus. All right. Garza, what was your one good thing from this?
My one good thing for Turning Point, for Impact, is the slow heel turn that Jeff Jarrett is doing. I love how he's taking advantage of Aunt Dixie. And he started like, well, I want to be in the King of the Mountain match, and I'll take the Hall of Fame. Hey, I brought some guys in. Hey, can my guy like get a title shot? And now he's like, hey, Dixie, like, you think I can get like control of the company? And Dixie's like, yeah, sure, I'll think about it.
Like, I
like it. It's from the invasion angles that I've seen in the last 10 to 50 years. This is different. So I'll give it props.
All right, you know what? I'll give you credit based on that. I may not like the actual direction they're doing, because I don't think Global Force is a thing that should be doing any kind of invasion, because they're not a real thing. But the way they're doing it is very subtle, and TNA is not generally known for its subtleties.
I actually think that thing that you said that since Global Force is still not a thing, I think that's what makes this invasion kind of interesting, because I want to believe that their direction they're taking is that GFW wants to take everything that TNA has, like the TV spot,
including their TV time.
Yeah, exactly, and that would make them a promotion. So that's what I'm hoping they'll go with.
Now, see, if TNA was guaranteed television time after the end of September, I'd be with you on that. But as it stands,
we got to keep it kayfabe, I guess.
I know, but like, but here's the one thing that does bug me. How does Dixie Carter go from literally dressing in drag to push Bully Wade through a table to not even being smart enough to realize that Jeff Jarrett is taking over her company? Like, I can't wait for EC3 to talk to Dixie and say, Aunt D, the call is coming from inside the house. like the Barbarians aren't at the gate. They're at the concession stand. They're at catering. Like,
yeah, I'm really looking forward to the day where everyone realizes that EC3 of all people was the voice of reason.
And you know what? If this, all right, okay. Here's the way to fix TNA with this whole Global Force shit. Are you ready? I just worked this out.
Let's do this.
This is the setup for Ethan Carter's face turn.
That's what I think.
Yeah, as the conquering hero of TNA. Like, he's the only... Like, he's got the fourth dimension goggles on. He's fucking Deadpool. He can see what's happening. And eventually, he's the one that has to rally the troops to go against... Like, he sees Bobby Roode's getting ready to leave. He sees James Storm's getting ready to leave. He sees Magnus is already gone. Like... I really want him to just, like, I want him to be the guy on the TV, on television, reading the dirt sheets. Magnus signs with Global Force Wrestling. Bobby Roode signs with... What the fuck is going on?
No, yeah, like, I'm pretty... Knowing TNA, they're going to end up at some kind of a cage match at Lockdown somewhere in the future.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Well, no, you can't have Lockdown. You can't have Lockdown. That's in April, sir, or January.
No, a Leap of Lockdown match.
Oh, I don't think they'll do that without the pay-per-view lockdown.
I don't know. I've seen it.
No, because they got Bound for Glory.
Sure, but they're gonna have that 5-on-5 match. They always do. I just hope that EC3 is the leader of the team.
Yeah, something.
Like, I know there's gonna be so many other guys that are probably best suited, like Angle and Galloway
and fucking Hardy.
And the fucking Hardy, because they're gonna be in Charlotte, North Carolina. But just the idea of EC3 being the champ and defending, that'd be awesome.
You know what actually be really cool?
Or make it Jarrett versus EC3.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, if you have Jarrett versus EC3, like, EC3 wants to defeat the last TNA Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And then you have the Hardys lead team TNA against GFW. I'd be okay with both of those things.
Yeah.
I don't think either one is going to happen because it sounds good and creative, and TNA is not good at either of those things.
Yeah.
All right. My good thing this week is the wrestling. The wrestling was very good this week. I didn't care about most of it, but it was very good.
I was super surprised by Eli Drake.
I mean, they had a good first match too. I'm not that surprised by it. I don't care about it. They haven't given me reason to work. Like, here's you know what? I'll skip right to my bad. My bad. All right. Unnecessary rematches.
Okay, yeah.
Unnecessary rematches. We started off with one unnecessary rematch. Bram versus Mr. Anderson. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is a direct quote from Josh Matthews during commentary. Bram and Anderson had a match, and Bram attacked Mr. Anderson after a match with a microphone. That's fine. That's the backstory. But Josh said that Mr. Anderson said that he doesn't think he has what it takes to beat Bram. After the match where Mr. Anderson defeated Bram, Mr. Anderson won the first match.
Yeah.
Yet I forget if it was Anderson. I forget if it was Josh. One of them said Anderson said that he couldn't beat Bram when he beat Bram. I don't get it. Like, all right, unnecessary rematch number 1. Unnecessary rematch number 2, Gail Kim versus the Dollhouse.
That one did play out later in the show, though.
To an extent.
They could have done it differently, but it did kind of play out eventually.
Yeah, I mean, but Gail Kim has already beaten the Dollhouse 3-on-1.
Yeah.
Like, like adding a cage doesn't help that. If you wanted to do that, have Gail Kim lose to the Dollhouse. Have Terrence Rella embarrass her again. But Gail beat Marty and Jade 2 weeks ago in a regular match.
I just took it as she defeated them, so Terrence's gonna be by herself.
Yeah,
and
but
she can
it's not like they stayed locked in the cage. If anything, what you do is you have Velvet attack Taryn while the match is going on and tie her up.
Yeah.
Then Taryn is truly alone, and like Velvet brings her to a place where only Gail knows where to find her. And then you have that segment. But after the match, Darren isn't alone. If anything, she'd probably be with Marty and Jade yelling at them for losing. All right. Unnecessary rematch number 3, and it hasn't happened yet, but it's going to. Eric Young and Sergeant Chris Melendez.
Oh, but that match is gonna be awesome.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
The
Unless Eric Young wins. If Eric Young wins, that's going to be amazing.
Yes, I just want him to win, and I just want Melendez to hop around everywhere.
Garza, I have a question for you.
Tell me.
Did you see Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes.
Eric Young has gone full Rocket Raccoon. It says, I have a plan, and I need that guy's leg.
That leg.
Like, I didn't really need the leg. I was just joking. Was he hopping around? What was he doing?
I don't know.
Perfect. I want to see it happen. Please, TNA. I don't ask you for much. I really don't. You gave me EC3 as champ. That's fine. I ask you for one more thing. Eric Young to win that match. Please let Eric Young win that match and just wear Melendez's leg like a chain.
Just carry it around.
Like he's fucking killed a Terminator and he just carries a leg around as a trophy. And then he starts every promo with asking someone if they need a leg up. Or he wants to give Global Force the boot. Like, come on. There's so much to be done with this. There is so much. Okay. Garza, what's your bad this week for TNA?
My bad is... Oh, man. The worst babyface turn I've seen in years.
Hold on.
Oh, my God. I swear.
Is it this bullshit?
Exactly.
Oh,
Koya turning heel. I mean face. Oh,
dear Christ!
He could have been someone to take on the Revolution. He could have been the guy to write off Storm and be like the superhero. But no, he dances, and the people follow. Try to follow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those were all just people that were extras in the Dr. Seuss land right next door to TNA. Mahabali Shira. Fucking A, man. Like, you can't wrestle. We've seen you work. You can't. Like, I'd rather watch an Eva Marie Dana Brooke Iron Man match. And I'm serious about that. I am dead serious. Like, it would have been this would have been better if we can just remove Mahabali Shira and insert the Great Khali.
Yeah.
It would have been 10 times better. Like, and then you have Khali do his little, hands in the air dance. Like, but what the fuck is this? Like, are you an android? Like, what the fuck is that?
I can't explain it. I just
is it a bullshit dance, like a rain dance?
I don't know. I had to look away from the screen. Like it's one of those moments where you actually feel ashamed of being a wrestling fan.
Yep.
And I was like, oh man, like I should probably do something else with my life right now.
It was at that point where I'm like, you know what? If it wasn't for us recording our Lucha podcast right then, I was just gonna stop and finish watching wrestling today. Like, I was just gonna stop.
Yeah.
I don't even think I commented on it. I was just so disgusted with it. It was just real, like, and I get it. The kid's trying, but literally anyone else in the Revolution could have done a better face turn.
Yeah, anyone.
Like, I trust Manic way more than I trust Mahabali Shira.
I could go for another Abyss face turn.
Yeah, oh god, yeah. Bring back Joseph Park.
Yeah, I can go with that, but Shiro was just bad.
Yeah, and before we get into our change, I have a question.
Tell me.
What is the Revolution revolting against?
Well, at this point, I don't know. Huh.
Okay, all right, you don't know either. Good. I feel better. I feel
I'm
better.
pretty sure they explained it like when it first started, but at this point,
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that anything they could have been revolting against was Hernandez. Like, it's just gone from existence. Like, the Hardys aren't around, so they're not revolting against the Hardys. The BDC's not around. Dixie's not there. Like, I don't know what they're revolting against.
who was their first feud?
I don't even remember. I do not even remember.
Like,
I want to
Manic was
say
the first one who turned, right?
I want to say Magnus. Maybe no, not Magnus.
No, Magnus was after whoever they were facing.
I don't even know.
Wow.
I don't even remember. Like, that's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad. It was that, because I can recall a lot of shit about wrestling, and I know you can too, Garza. The fact that neither of us can remember why the Revolution started.
I'm getting flashbacks of when Storm was turning Manic in that little cabin thing, but I can't remember why or who he was fighting.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Yeah.
I just don't remember, like, at all. Was it Abyss? No, it wasn't Abyss. No. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
I have to research that. Okay.
And guess what? We're both too lazy to look it up because we don't give a shit. All right. Garza, what will be your one change from Impact this week?
My one change from Impact. I probably would have done something different with the knockouts match. Like we were talking before, just not repeat the match. Yeah, not repeat the match, but probably just have Gail. First of all, show Gail asking Velvet for help,
or
just
you know what?
Backstage section taking out the rest of the Dollhouse, so later carrying by herself.
Here's how you do it. It's very simple. It's a stipulation that's been done a million times before. If Gail Kim wins the 6 Sides of Steel match, she gets 5 minutes alone in the cage with Taryn Terrell.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. And then you can have Velvet and Brooke hold back the Dollhouse after Gail wins. Like, that's how you do it. That's the easiest. Unless you just wanted to make a creepy porn-looking video in the back.
Well, I guess that's not a bad idea either.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. But I feel bad for Velvet because she had a whole feud with Angelina, and now Angelina's pregnant.
Yeah.
So Velvet.
I really feel bad for Velvet because Angelina's gone and Bully Ray's gone. Like, I hope she doesn't feel awkward anymore.
Well, Velvet's like Eve Marie that's been in the business 3 times as long. So
yeah.
All right. My change this week. Next week when I watch Impact, the first thing I hear in the Impact Zone, I do not want it to be it gives me like bad trips to the time when TNA was awful and every show was led by a fucking Jeff Jarrett promo. And I know Jeff Jarrett's going to lead off the show next week. And probably the week after that. And probably the week after that. Probably the week after that. But my main reason for not wanting this, not just because I don't want to hear Jeff Jarrett speak, because believe me, I don't. They did a video package that said what matches we were going to see tonight.
Yeah.
And then you have Jeff Jarrett and come out and literally tell us the same thing. One or the other, TNA. You don't have to do both. In fact, you shouldn't do both. If you want Jeff Jarrett to tell the live crowd what matches are going to be on, fine. Don't put that in the final edit. Have Jeff already be in the ring and get him ready to talk about Global Force, and then EC3 interrupts him. You don't need the whole intro, especially when you're doing a video package intro. Because,
I agree with that.
Because it makes your show look stupid. It makes your announcers sound dumb when they're surprised by these announcements because we've just heard them twice.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make your product look good at all. It doesn't make it look professional. But yeah. And do something with Bobby Roode. Come on. Like, I agree with heels way too much in TNA. That's not a good thing. Like, Eric Young comes out and says, Jeff Jarrett doesn't know what he's doing. TNA management doesn't know what he's doing. And I'm like, this guy's got a point. This guy's onto something.
Yes, at this point, all the people who are like having like actual reasonable thoughts about this whole GFW thing are the heels.
Are the heels, exactly.
Young, Rude, and EC3. Those are the guys like, this is not right.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand that at this point we're supposed to think that Jeff Jarrett is a face and that the Global Force guys, I mean, they're good guys. They're just here for rivalry. But, I mean, once the turn happens, you have to acknowledge that those three guys were right.
Like, all right, unless, and again, I'm reaching here because I don't think this is going to happen. If TNA is trying to brand their own, like, Suicide Squad, like, where the bad guys are doing things for the good, I mean, because you got EC3, you got Rude, you got Eric Young, and I guess you could have a pissed off Bully Ray when he comes back. Those are four guys I would love to see as like a Suicide Squad themed faction going against Global Force.
Yeah,
that would be fantastic.
I'd be down for that.
That'd be and Tyrus is even Killer Croc. He's already right there. He's right there. He's in. And you got Velvet as the Harley Quinn wannabe. She can go against Lady Tapa. It's perfect. It works on every conceivable level. You are welcome, TNA. That one is free. That one is free. Anyway, was there anything else that you want to talk about Impact before we wrap this one up, Garza?
Well, I already have my bad for next week. Because for some reason,
what's your bad for next week? I'm impressed.
For some reason, they announced 3 title matches with people who don't deserve title matches.
That's right. I forgot about that. Oh, God. Yeah.
Just put it on notes. So that's going to be my bad for next week.
Although, God willing, DJZ wins the X Division title. I know he's not going to, but I just want to see it. I want to see it again because Tigre Uno, I don't care about you, Tigre Uno. I don't care. Not at all. Not even a little bit. All right. So, Garza, where can the good people on the internet find you?
You can find me at DW Revolution for the Twitters and at TheWrestlingRevolution.com for just talk about wrestling.
Excellent.
In the textual version. Where can we find you, Mike?
I am at MadMike4883 on the Twitter machine. And also, I want to direct your eyeballs. If you're watching this, then you're on our YouTube page or you're in our feed. Go and find our Lucha Underground Season 1 review. We did over an hour talking about the awesomeness that was Lucha Underground. If you miss us talking about it on the Midweek War, we talked about it last night. We talked about the whole kit and caboodle, the whole ball of wax, and it's way better than Impact. So go watch that. Also, go to indiewrestling.us where you will see a lot better wrestling than is on TNA. Lots of stuff there from AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Chris Sabin. I think there's some CM Punk stuff in there, some Matt Hardy, if you're into that thing. Bunch of stuff. A little DJ Z, little Jimmy DeMarco, IWC, Vicious Outcast Wrestling, RWA, all over the place. Go to indiewrestling.us. So, We do the midweek war here. We got 2 more shows tonight. We got to talk about NXT and Ring of Honor. We figured we'd start with the shittiest show first. Garza, where do you rate Impact this week?
I'm going to rate Impact in number 2.
I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to fucking kill you, Garza. All right.
Well, like you said, the wrestling wasn't that bad.
All right. All right.
There were some spots outside the ring that I particularly liked.
All right, unless you have a 1 and 1A, this is going to be really disappointing. TNA's number 3 for me, as you can probably guess from my tone of voice. But yeah, I'll find out which one Garza has lower than TNA this week, and I'll tell him why he's wrong on another episode of the Midweek War!